Well, thanks for joining us every Tuesday, everybody. Today is Tuesday, July 18th. Gotta keep on looking at the calendar. I don't know why this month, maybe because of the 4th of July, I'm off on my days.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's like it's already halfway through the month, and I feel like I'm still in the first week of the month, maybe. I don't know why. But today, our topic is we're going to be going over systems that keep you organized. So I'm going to share my screen. Here we go. Share screen. Then go over here. Let's get this. Press play. There I am. All right, find freedom through systems. So Deb, I'll let you jump right into it with the first slide. Go ahead.
So why do we have systems? Systems are going to help with you making everything efficient in your business. Remember, you guys are the owners of your business, so you have to make sure that you're being organized. So this is just a couple different ways to do that. And set yourself up with auto things so that it'll be easier for you working through when you're working with different people, buyers and sellers. And also if you happen to have to go on vacation, we're going to talk about that a little bit and stuff like that too. But when you're leveraging systems and processes and checklists, they're going to help you run your successful business because even if someone has to step in and help you with something, they can see what's happening, right? So it just helps streamline things. It makes things more efficient. It makes you more productive. It keeps everything consistent. And you'll find, if you haven't already, some of you are seasoned, some of you are not so seasoned. Everything that we do in real estate pretty much is repeatable. And that's why I have it on here, right? The contract's all the same every time we're doing the same thing. It's just there's different nuances when you're dealing in a transaction. So if you get the basics down with checklists and keeping yourself organized, then you should be able to flow a lot better. Do you agree?
Oh, definitely. And especially with prospecting, it's just, there's only so many ways to say certain things. And when you're making prospecting calls and reaching out to people, it's gonna be repeatable, and you gotta, have systems in place to keep on going through it and take notes and remember what you're gonna do next without remembering it in your head.
Yeah.
You got to have the systems in place. If you're trying to remember everything you need to remember every time you make a call, everything, you have the systems in place to make things easier and more accessible, and you don't have to spend so much time with the process when doing the process.
Right.
So, all right, next, go ahead.
Well, this is a tip on a buyer system. So one of the things that you can do when you're working with the buyer is make an email template with the things already in it, because one of the biggest things that we know that is aggravating to not only us, but it's aggravating to buyers and sellers, or if somebody calls you and you're not available right then, people get annoyed. They're like, okay, I'm going to move on to the next person because I want an answer yesterday. That's the world that we live in right now. Everybody wants it yesterday. So same with your buyers, same with your sellers, right? So if you make a little email template, and I have these available for you guys, so all you have to do is ask me. I have 10 templates that are already available for you. You can implement them into your Google. You just go into your Google account and set it up as a template, and then you can just pull it up either from your phone, from your tablet, if you're not home and you're not available, and you can easily insert somebody's name and send it out to them. But this is one of those basic things. The other place that you have things readily available is in your MoxieWorks. So in your Engage, they also have things that are already created for you. So you have two different things working with Homestar that you can utilize. You just have to ask me for the templates. I don't automatically send them to people, but I do have some that are available, because you want to give them facts so that they're not going and trying to meet with somebody else. You want to be talking to them right away. The worst thing you can do is, I'm out of the office right now, so I'll have to get back to you at my next available time, right? No, send them a message.
And also make sure when you have so you have a monthly email going out to your campaign. Always be knowledgeable when that goes out, and also be available because people might respond to that. So it's not, especially with any emails or any, if you do any type of text message notifications to a group of people, be as available as you can, because people might respond to them. You don't want to, like, I know there's agents out there that have email campaigns and set them up, but they might not watch their email as diligently as they should, and might miss opportunity to connect with people. So if you send out an email once a month and someone responds to it and you never respond back or call them or text them to acknowledge that they responded, just like thanks for the info or something, then they just automatically kind of start figuring out that this is automated. You're not watching it or maintaining it.
Yeah.
And and then they kind of lose the connectivity of it. So
True. Very true.
next, go ahead.
So the next one, we're going to talk about sellers. So you can make a seller's template timeline. I have one of those available as well. And you can take that list and you can put it on a calendar for them and give them the calendar, right? And put their name at the top, and then just put different things that you're going to do for that listing right there. You can add this to your listing presentation so that when you're giving them the presentation that you created in Moxie Present, you can add PDF files to it. So you can add that there, and then they have it right there readily available. And it's telling them when to expect certain things to be done, including but not limited to, because I don't have it on here, your point of sale. So that's very important too, to make sure that the sellers know what they're supposed to expect. I have a couple different things for that. So if you want those, all you have to do is ask me for them. But make your checklists. Keep them organized, keep yourself organized so that you know what things that you're supposed to do with them. There's also a list that I have, a template for seller exclusions. So sometimes the seller doesn't realize that there's certain things in the house that really need to stay with the house. Because they're considered fixtures. So I have those on the list just so that you can go over them with them, just so they're aware that, hey, this is something that's supposed to transfer with the house. So if you don't want it to, we need to know ahead of time. Okay, so that the buyer's not calling and saying, hey, why was that taken out of the house? It was part of the deal, so just so you don't get caught unawares when you're dealing with sellers.
Yeah, and the one that comes up most often, at least for me, over the last, it's been going on for a while, is TV mounts. I don't know if you can get that. That is because they're hanging TV on a wall, and the people, again, they probably don't assume you could leave the TV mount, but sometimes agents or the sellers take the TV mount, but no one looked behind the TV and how terrible of a job they did the first time, and it's horrible. And buyers come in and go, oh my gosh, I got to do a lot of patchwork and things like that. So it's just, again, it's nothing, something to think about.
Yes, absolutely.
Look behind the TV if you have a buyer you think that's going to matter, or if they think that the mount's going to stay. Anything that's questionable, we get that question a lot. So next, go ahead.
So a couple of these things that we just talked about already is going to really fall into this part, because when you're going on vacation, you really need to make sure you have someone watching over your stuff. If you have listings, chances are there's going to be calls, right? And if you're on vacation, you're not going to be picking up those calls. So you really need to get someone to partner with so that you have boots on the ground here in the vicinity so that they can answer calls, help with any scheduled inspections that have to be done, if there's anything that has to be done with the house or with the seller, and so on. And you want to make sure that when you are partnering with someone, you give them a list of your active clients, what documents you've done so far, in case there's any nuances that they need to know. You need to notify your clients that you are going on vacation and that here is their contact while you're gone. Make sure that you change your voice mail and your email to out of the office. I know there's a lot of people who say, well, I'm going on vacation, but I'm still going to work there too. You still need boots on the ground, guys. You got to have people who are here in case of emergencies. We are in the nuances of seller's market still, so things do move quickly. So don't let your clients suffer because you're going on vacation.
That's right. All right, next. Lots of CE coming up. I got to get Mike's on there. Did Mike come out with his yet?
I don't have his, but I did
Yeah,
get an
okay,
updated
picture.
list from Hesh. So I updated this, all of these classes down to John Dewey's class are going to be Hesh's. He's got some really cool headers for his stuff, but you know, his classes, he always has some really good ones. I have December for him too. But I'm keeping it in the now right now. I don't want to think about winter time right now. So
Right. We got November on there already.
yeah.
So, hey, and that
So-
looks like I got two that could go like 5 hours of CE there. You got one
on November 2nd. Yeah.
right. Could knock out 5 hours right in a row there. So you do that. And going
yeah,
over the new purchase agreement, you got that going too.
Yes, that is a link to the purchase agreement video that I made. It was just something that I made, you know, so it's going to help you get through the purchase agreement. It was my nerves. If my nerves show, you know, disregard those, but at least it'll help you there. And then there's also a link to the past videos that we have. One thing that I wanted to tell you about the different things, the checklists and stuff like that we're working on for your systems is you can put little teasers out there in your social media posts and stuff like, here's an example of what I can do for you working as a seller, and show a little bit of your list of what you're doing. You know, same with the buyer. Here's how I'm going to keep you organized, Mr. Buyer, and stuff like that. So people know that you're a professional and you're willing to go the extra mile and keep them organized too. Yeah, other agents might see it because we know that everybody is friends with everybody else that's a real estate agent, but chances are those agents are not going to sit down and do what you're doing. You want to show that you're better than everybody else and that you're the professional, and that's why they should choose you.
Exactly. I like it. Oh, that's it. We don't have any tip for today.
Oh, shoot, I forgot to put a tip out there. Nope, we don't have one.
See, I look forward to that one. All right, next week we'll have two. I was like,
next week we'll have two.
Right. Or Google
Closing.
today.
We need to talk about the 100 Days to Greatness. So we're going to be starting 100 Days of Greatness here in the office. You do have to sign up for that. It's a Brian Buffini class that I'm going to be helping facilitate. Looking around the second week of August to start our class. It's 100 days, so you got to have 100 days available. It does go for like 14 weeks, but if you're interested in it, please let me know. Because there's going to be limited space for these classes. The very first session is going to be in the office. So you have to be available to come here and meet with me and the others that are going to be in the class. But this is a fantastic class. I can't wait to get it started here with Homestar. And yeah.
Today, well, I was just looking it up, you know, I don't know how accurate these are, but today is National Brenda Day.
So, oh
no. National Caviar Day. So, you know, different levels of homes out there for that. And see, there's lots, like they give lots of names, like it's National Monica Day, Peyton Day. I don't know. I never even heard of that. So I don't know. So, hey, you can look that up if you know any Brendas or Emma's, Monica's, Peyton's. That's what I'm looking up. I don't know, some random website.
National Brenda Day.
Yes. So, well, thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for we appreciate you taking time out of your day to either watch this live on my Facebook or on video. But remember, reach out to us. Debbie and I are here to help you, and we'll go over any of these topics one-on-one. So that's it for today. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.